I will come in just a minute. And good morning. How are you? I'm Mary Winters. I'm a gerontologist and the owner of About Senior Solutions. You're watching Visionary Aging. And we like to do this show because we want to make sure that you have your vision of aging pulled together. We plan vacations and weddings and all sorts of things. And I want to make sure that you're living your best life at every age and that you're aware of resources that can support the wellness and the longevity that we are looking to attain. And so today I want to share a little bit about what our show's like. We will have Yuri on from USC Arcadia Hospital. She's going to talk a little bit about some of the changes because we know it was a different hospital before. And we'll talk a little bit about some of the new endeavors that About Senior Solutions is working through. And we'll talk a little bit about what's going on in the park today too. So let me go ahead and we will start with a little bit of an intro to our new services that we're going to be doing, and we'll be right back. Okay, well, that didn't wind up like we planned. But what we're doing is a fabulous virtual activity program. So if you have a parent or you are home alone and you would like to be involved in something with a group, in the group settings, we will have trained individuals who will be engaging with their residents in small settings. So give us a call. We'll give you more details if you're curious about that. We're at 626-359-0108. Ask to talk with Ginny, and we'll get you some more details on that. But I'm going to bring in Yuri so we can talk a little bit about what's happening over at USC Arcadia. So let's see. We'll bring her in now and talk a little bit about some of the things that are coming up. Welcome, Yuri. How are you?
Hi, Mary. Thank you. I am doing well. Believe it or not, it's raining on a spring day.
I know. It's a little funny day. We're having some little mechanical difficulties because of that too. I'm sure that's it. Some kind of gremlin wires.
Thank you for having me here. I am just excited. I know everybody knows Methodist Hospital or Methodist Hospital Foundation,
yes,
which now is we affiliated with USC, with Keck Medicine USC. It's a great opportunity for the hospital. It's great for our community. It's just a wonderful opportunity. So our new name is USC Arcadia Hospital and USC Arcadia Hospital Foundation.
Nice.
So the hospital is looking forward to expanding services that are needed in our community, and this partnership is going to be allowing us to expand on those services. And well, I'm here to talk a little bit about the fun things that we do every year. Arcadia has an annual food festival. It's usually celebrated on Mardi Gras.
Yeah. It's really a lot of fun too. So if you get that special invitation, you can join us. It's a lot of fun. It is really a lot of fun. Let me show you some of the pictures that we have from past events. Just a lot of fun. You guys always have a great band, and here's a little picture of some of the food court that you have too, which is really, really wonderful. In fact, that's my friend Helen over at Villa Katrina. It's a lot of fun, typical Mardi Gras fair, and lots of fun activities there. So
yes,
really a great
time. So this year will be on Tuesday, May 9th.
Okay.
At the Cironas restaurant in Santa Anita Park. So we are excited. We're expecting more than 30 restaurants. I believe we have an open bar. It's just lots of fun. We have the 80s All-Star Band. They're the ones that play, and they're just a fun band. And they start playing at 6 p.m. So things get loud, and dancing starts right away when you get to the place.
And it's a great venue too at the racetrack. It's just beautiful there.
Yes, and it's all to support our fundraising activities at the hospital. So everyone is welcome. They just have to register online. You can find more information on our website about the event if you never been to the event and you like my this will be my first time attending the event. I am one of
Well,
the
you're gonna
newest staff members at the foundation. But you can find more information at mardigras.foodfest.org. And if anybody has questions or they like more information, they can also call our foundation number directly. And the number is 626-898-8888. So that's
wonderful.
simple. It's an easy number, but we are excited. It is the 20th, 28th Mardi Gras event that we have. So it's now tradition. Everybody's looking forward to it. And we usually have about 600 people attend. It's been more attended in the past, but
Yeah.
since COVID, it's our number is about 600. And so we're looking forward to having everyone. The great thing is that it's an open space. And being in May, now you get to enjoy a warmer weather.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No, it'll be fantastic. And you have a new president too, from what I understand.
Yes, that is actually very recent news. We got a new president as of March 13. I
Oh, great. So we're kind of breaking the news here.
Breaking news. Ike MJ has joined us. He was a COO at Memorial Care in Long Beach as his last um, job, but he is now with us as of March 13. And you'll see him in the hospital, you'll see him in the hallways. He is very open to the community. He will be at Mardi Gras. He's looking forward to meeting everyone in our community, and we're just excited to have him. Don, as you know, has retired, and
Yeah.
it's about to enjoy his grandchildren. He's been enjoying his
Oh,
children. So
wonderful.
he's excited for that. And now Ike takes over, and we're excited about it too. It's just new opportunities coming and new leadership coming, but the same vision, the same mission and vision of the hospital continue to be our community and making sure we have the best resources and everything that we need for our community in Arcadia and San Gabriel Valley.
Yes, it's really important. It's a very valuable hospital in the area, nestled right there in the foothills, very close to the racetrack, right across the way. Your neighbors.
Yeah.
So it stands to reason you would have the event at the racetrack too, which is lovely. Tell us a little bit more about some of the new things that are happening at USC Arcadia Hospital. Any other new programs or other
Well,
events?
right now, one of the great things that we're having too is because we have affiliated with Keck Medicine USC, some of
Mhm.
our physicians and specialties that were before not being done at the hospital are now accessible here. We have physicians coming and using our facilities to do the services that they otherwise had to drive out and go to Keck Medicine in downtown. Now they don't have to drive out. So we have neurologists that are coming. We have a couple of physicians that are very particular specialties that are going to be available at the hospital. And I don't want to share much about that because I know they're putting everything together. But
Right.
we just got a new emergency medical group. It is new physicians that are coming on board and they are serving our emergency room. And so that's exciting. It's a new group. Some of our physicians are staying in the same group. So it's just a great time because we're bringing younger physicians, but also very well qualified, experienced physicians. So it's a mix of um, a transition of generational, right? And it's great to see physicians that have a lot of experience and new physicians that have experience in specific specialties working together hand in hand in our hospital. So this is a really nice um, opportunity for us. And I will say that one of the things that we're raising funds for this year is for a biplane imaging system that it's key for our emergency room for our
Oh,
stroke center,
great.
for our stroke center. And
Oh,
we have two. One of them is actually fairly new. We raised funds for it about 3-4 years ago. But the second one that we have right now, it's more than 30 years old, and
mm,
there is no longer parts being made for this system,
wow.
which is the
Yeah.
reason why we raised funds for in the past. But now we notice that the need of a second one is there, and we need to replace this one that is 30 years old. Parts are
Very
not longer available, so we have to buy a new one. It costs about $3.5 million. And Mardi Gras and Crystal Bowl are some of the events that we use to raise funds for this piece of equipment. This the latest technology. It brings great imaging for our physicians working in the cardiac stroke center. So it makes a huge difference having the right quality of
it
image.
does. It means life or death for somebody, or
Yes,
major impairment versus being able to really advance from an incident.
yes,
So that's fantastic. And you've always been, or for many years at least, you've been one of the top stroke and heart hospitals or ERs. So that's always been a huge plus to have in that valley there for you to have such a great value in those particular incidences too.
yes, yes, definitely.
So again, tell us when Mardi Gras is.
Mardi Gras is on Tuesday, May 9th, and it will be at Sirona's restaurant at the racetrack from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. We expect more than 30 local restaurants participating with wonderful, delicious food and great libations and dance. We hope that you can dance the night away. It's a
Mhm.
fan event. It's not just fun. You get to bring your friends. You can bring anyone you want. You can find more information about the event. And one of the most important things I forgot to mention, we are honoring one of our local physicians. He's been very active in our community, but he's also very active in the patient care, in the care of his patients. He makes sure that he sees beyond the need of his patient coming into his clinic. He sits down and he really talks to them. That's Dr. Sam Chia. He is one of our
Mm,
past chief of medical staff, and he's just very involved in our community. And he's going to be our king of Mardi Gras this year. So we'll be honoring him and celebrating him this coming Tuesday, May 9th at Mardi Gras. And
sounds fantastic.
more information can be found on our website, mardigras.foodfest.org, or you can call our office at 626-898-8888.
Wonderful. Well, we'll have you back on the very end if you can stay on. So we'd love to have you at the very end, and you can remind us of those numbers. But thank you so much for coming on. And I think Mardi Gras is going to be a great event this year. Looking
Right?
forward to it.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll hopefully have you back. And I think what we'll do next is we'll have Steve McCullough on for a caregiver question. So hold on. Good morning.
Good morning. I
How are
tried to
you?
find a shirt that matched my intro, so I think I got close.
Oh, okay. I wonder what that's about. Oh, for the girl that had your. Oh, do you have the same shirt on as your girl?
I was trying to find something close. It's not quite the same, but
Oh, that's great. I love it.
yeah, I've been searching high and low. So
That's
how are you?
great. Great. What is your caregiver question today?
So the question today comes from one of our viewers, and their dad's financial advisor is also a family friend. Our viewer lives out of state. The financial advisor has recommended some people that could come in and check in on the dad, and they're just trying to determine, because of the situation with the guy being the dad's friend, a family friend, is that a reliable source, or should they look at other sources? And if so, where do they go for other sources? Just to get an unbiased
Sure.
evaluation of their dad.
Yeah, no, that's important. In fact, it's kind of interesting. It sounds a little bit like a scenario we're actually working with right now. We have, I don't think she's out of state, but we have a family friend who's a financial planner, and the daughter's out of the area, but dad is pretty independent and capable. And I think it's really more somebody's a little worried because they're seeing something with somebody aging, and daughter may not be around as much. So if he doesn't need help, that's one thing, but we're happy to go in and have a conversation and actually meet with dad and see if there are any kind of safety risks in the house. So anything that we can do to prevent any kind of issues from coming up, to keep him independent. That's the whole thing. We want to keep him independent. And many times families will hire us to just go in and check periodically, or to set up certain technology in the house that's very non-invasive. And that way everybody knows he's okay. We've had some really interesting situations with a neighbor in the past who would watch her neighbor's blind go up in the morning and come down at night. And that was a cue to know that she was okay during the day. And we used to get calls every once in a while saying her blind didn't come up or her blind didn't go down. We're a little concerned. So we would go knock on the door and check in on her. And had some funny stories about that too. But I think it's actually a good idea to set up some kind of mechanism so that when you are distant, or anybody who lives alone, what kind of mechanism do you have to make sure that if you had a fall, doesn't matter how old you are, but what kind of mechanism do you have so that if somebody doesn't hear from you in a day, that they would check on you, or if you know that you're have a broken arm, maybe you need more help temporarily at the house. So that is definitely something that we can discuss with people, and happy to talk about some kind of options. Maybe we're the right fit, maybe it's somebody or something else, but it's a really good question, because it's kind of scary when you're worried about somebody all the time. And you just want to make sure that there's a little something that you can do to adjust and make their world a little bit better. So people can call our office at 626-359-0108. So
it's interesting how you don't, like, if you don't hear from somebody for a certain amount of time, in certain situations, you just automatically want to hope for the best, but think, what if they did fall and they're not get to the phone, or maybe they just didn't hear the phone, maybe they went for a walk and that's why they're not answering. But it's good to have that sense of comfort in knowing that, things are okay. There's some normalcy, to the situation.
Yeah, I mean, even things like Alexa, you could set that up to do a drop-in, they call it. And I have actually a friend who worries sometimes about her husband being alone in the house. And so when she takes a walk, she has Alexa, and he can reach out to her, or she can reach out to him and say, do you need anything before I come home? And he doesn't have to get out of his chair. Or if he's in the kitchen, she knows that he can pick up something in there. So it's also a way to communicate, almost like a micro, like an intercom system. Remember in the 70s, like the Brady Bunch, they had a little intercom system at their house. So it creates that kind of, more mobile intercom system for people. And so that's another good way of doing it. Some of the stuff that we're working on with our activity program will actually allow the TV from your phone. And from your phone, you can call your family member's TV, which will turn on, and you'll see if they're somewhere in the house, or what you might be able to do to connect with them. So there's all kinds of really cool technology, for sure. We'll find the right solution for you. Yeah. How about, do you have a day in sport today?
I do. The year was 1969. I was not even born yet. I don't think you were born yet either. And it was the first regular season Major League Baseball game played outside of the U.S. So the first game, it wasn't like a charity event, not a charity event, not the right word, but a real game, and it was the Montreal Expos. They played the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals were the defending National League champions. The Expos won 8-7. The winning pitcher was Dan McGinn, and there was a left fielder that played for the Expos. His name is Mac Jones, and he had a 2-run triple and a 3-run home run, and he was proclaimed mayor for life.
Wow!
After the game, for bringing home the victory for the home team. So that's our day in sports. And then now, of course, we have Major League, real games all across the world. We're in Japan. We're in,
Right.
But that was the very first time that a actual meeting.
very late 60s, that's when that started to go all around. That's kind of interesting too. That's really interesting.
There wasn't a lot of expansion in Major League Baseball for a while. Like the previous expansion team was the Mets, which I believe was the early 60s.
Interesting.
And then sports as a whole just really kind of took off in the 70s, 80s. So
nice.
Our day in sports.
Well, that's a great day in sports, and we have our National Dolphin Day today. So a fun little pun is old dolphins can easily be repurposed. I don't know that that's very funny. It sounds like they're going to be turned into tuna or something.
Right.
But,
that's a stretch.
And then it's kind of fun because we also have the crossword or the word search on the backside. So always kind of fun. Just call our office and we'll send one out to you. Ginny will send it out to you at 626-359-0108. I think we're going to go ahead and bring our guest back on, and we'll just go ahead and wrap up our show for the day. See if she's I don't know, maybe she's
looking forward to the Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah, I know, it's fun. It is a fun event, Mardi Gras, for sure. So hi Yuri, we were just thinking we're going to wrap up, but I thought we should talk about Mardi Gras one last time.
One more time. It's our 28th annual food festival, Mardi Gras Food Fest. And like you said, it's a lot of fun. We have the 80s All-Star Band coming back and giving us some great entertainment. There's going to be lots of food, lots of drinks, and just a great time with friends. And you get to raise funds for a great cause as well. Raising money for our second biplane machine imaging system for our hospital. And you can register online at mardigras.foodfest.org, or you can call our office. Our number is 626-898-8888, and we'll be happy to help you and register you.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
What are the hours again? I'm sorry if I missed it. What are the hours for the event?
6 p.m. It starts at 6 p.m. and it'll continue to 10 p.m.
Excellent. Thank you.
Get our tickets.
May 9th, Tuesday, May 9th.
It'll be a lot of fun. I've been many, many, many years, so it never disappoints. Always a great event. Always a great event.
Looking forward to it.
Well, thank you everyone for being on. Really appreciate your time, and thank you for sharing the event. It's so important to support our community, especially with this imaging that is so important to manage stroke, manage issues with stroke, but to manage heart health and brain health and emergencies that deal with both of those things. So thank you so much, and we will see you next week.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Take care.
Thanks.